Okay, I think we here, right? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me now. We like see they tried to get us shut down, but we continue to rise. Right? It's my motherfucking winning season. I think y'all might be able to hear me now. Okay, I think we here, right? Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, I can hear myself. Now y'all listen. Welcome for all of y'all who have managed to find my live. Y'all, I've been quite shadow banned lately. Okay, I've been cutting up in these streets like I normally do, and I'm back. I don't think y'all seen me cover this show for a while, but Can I say this first and foremost? I just want to put all of my friends on the spot, including Chef Don Don, T, you know, Scotty by nature. I blame everybody else. Now, y'all, I was holding on to the united front that we all had when we said that we were not going to be covering this show. But obviously, everybody had a change of heart. So I was like, I might as well not be the only one still trying to hold on. I was like, it looked like it's safe for everybody else to come outside, so might as well, ease my way on back into the good foot, right? That's what I thought. All right. All right. Now look. Now look. I know y'all are wondering why do I have, my throw blanket over my shoulders like this? And this obviously to to encapsulate the energy that I feel like Melody Holt had from the beginning of the episode. Melody was walking into this first episode of this 8th season, I believe, like a rich white woman. I was like, she had the fur coat on outside, so I figured, I might as well, put my little fur coat on. I might as well, try to show a little opulence myself. Okay, listen. It ain't, I can't afford, them 15 to 2,000 and $20,000 furs, but I can afford, a little throw that has a little bit of, fur likeness to it, a little fluff and shit. All right, y'all. Put a one in the chat if y'all are ready. I want to say hi to everybody first. What's up, Sweet Soul, Gina Jenkins, Doreen, Sharon, Middleton, Keisha McCrae, Sharice Woods, Feisty, PYT. What's up, Short Diva, Nikisha, St. Marquise. I want to say hey to everybody. How y'all doing? Now, this is going to be a double review, and I'm already going to let y'all know. I kind of started to, sip a little bit because it's Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo, Feliz Navidad, and a El Pollo Loco to everybody that's watching this. All right, so we're going to be getting into 2 different show reviews, okay? We about to go through the Never Ever METS first, and then we're going to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville, in the second half. For those of y'all who don't like super long lives, I'll be splitting these. I'll be splitting these up and uploading them as individual reviews for pre-recorded content in case you want to ease your way on out, because this is going to be a little bit longer, than anticipated. I know not everybody likes super long lives, right? But needless to say, let's get into it. So, raise your hand in the chat if y'all watched my last review for the Never Ever METS. Raise your hand in the chat. Cause I want to do a census for a second, to see if I need to continue to do this, because I'm pretty sure my hands will be quite filled with this Love and Marriage Huntsville drama as this season unrolls, and everything that's probably going to be unfolding on social media that I'm going to probably have to cover as well. So I just want to get a hand for all of y'all who want to see, the Never Ever METS, covered continuously, because I've already reviewed episode 1 and 2, and this is gonna cover episode 3, okay? And then the next episode is going to be episode 4, of course. But needless to say, that's what I wanted to know. Now, for those of y'all who watched the Never Ever METS, y'all already know that this group of miscreants have been wreaking up a havoc. Now, y'all, this is my question for this episode of the Never Ever METS. Why is everybody else in everybody else's fucking business except their own? I don't know why everybody is putting their 2 cents into what Sienna and Brandon got going on, but I'm confused. Now, I don't know where I put my robe that I'm going to like double as my 85,000 locks of, passion lock twist that Sienna wears on a regular basis. Y'all, I just realized Sienna was 43 and Brandon is 35. I don't know why I thought Sienna was younger than Brandon, based on how they carry themselves, right? Now let's get into it. So this episode picks up where basically the last episode left off. Like, we see, Aaron and Diamond basically pulling Brandon and Sienna to the side. And I'm talking about old ass Aaron, not the young ass Aaron that we may or may not think is gay, But they pull them outside to try to help them communicate, right? Now, I thought, okay, this is nice of them to do this. But my question is, why the fuck is Aaron trying to declare himself like the uncle of the motherfucking house and trying to tell people what they should and should not do, how to communicate with one another. Sir, just a couple years ago, you had proposed to another woman while you was with Diamond. Just in Diamond. I don't know. I really don't know if you come to terms with this, but you may be celibate and waiting until marriage, but Aaron ain't. And we're gonna have to get into the toe sucking later. If I had to watch it, I ain't gonna make y'all watch it because y'all know I don't love to strike motherfuckers channels and shit. But I'm gonna talk about it in depth with y'all. Okay. Now they get into the whole communication between Brandon and Sienna. Now, for some reason, Sienna thinks that the communication between her and Brandon is fine. And I think that Sienna feels that way is because Brandon doesn't really express his emotions. But can you really blame Brandon for not expressing his emotions? Because every single time he does, it seems that, like, Sienna is ready with a pitchfork to take this nigga head off like this is the Salem witch trials. Is it just me? Y'all, I have been in fear for Brandon's safety this whole episode. The way that Sienna be barking on this man is insane. Now, they get into talking about their communication style, and Brandon lets us know that he wants to be able to feel like he can talk to Sienna, but Sienna has a habit of over talking him. So they said that, they're going to put something in each person's hand when it's time for them to talk. So while Brandon has, the object in his hand because it's time for him to talk, Sienna interrupts and says, I think we have a nice communication and I appreciate you all for trying to help us. But at the end of the day, our communication is fine. Right, Brandon? Brandon's sitting there looking like, I don't know if I should say yes or no because I'm afraid that this crazy lady might hit me. So after the conversation between Brandon and Sienna in front of Aaron and Diamond, we go over to a separate location so Brandon and Sienna can talk. And what's so crazy is that, strangely, I think that Sienna really does like Brandon. I really think that she does. The only issue is that Sienna does not know how to effectively communicate properly. And she does not know how to communicate her emotions, and she has anger issues. And when you in insecurities, detachment problems, abandonment issues, it's like the list piles up on the things that Sienna is dealing with. But I can tell what she wants is for Brandon to show that although that she has this problem with going the fuck off on him whenever she sees fit, that he's still gonna be there. Like, I met people like this who are kind of insane and mentally deranged, but in their mind, y'all, it's like they're trying to test their partner to see how much they're going to take to see if they're going to leave or not. I think that this is all a test that Sienna's doing, on top of her being able to just, scream on this nigga whenever she has a problem, whenever she has an issue or a problem, and she wants to get that off her chest. But they have a conversation, and it seems that, they're open to communicating, and it seems that, it was miscommunication when it came to what had happened earlier in the last episode when Brandon was kind of giggling while Sienna was talking about things that she's been told in the past by, past lovers, and he's letting her know, it is a tick. It's a tick. So it's not anything personal. I just don't know how to deal with intense conflict like that. So it's just an automatic response. But I don't want you to think I'm sitting here laughing at the problems, that you're bringing to me. That's not what it's giving. And then Sienna says, well, okay, if you have like a problem, with the laughing, I can accept that. But can you accept me being dramatic and a little bit, emotional? I was like, so are you trying to say that if he giggles a little bit when y'all are going through conflict, that means that it's okay for you to cuss him the fuck out and he should just accept that? That's no. But y'all, why the fuck is Brandon and why the fuck are Brandon and Sienna talking about going to the boom boom room? I was like, so Sienna was talking about trying to make sure that they get some time in the boom boom room, but unfortunately, Josh and Shay has it occupied. I told y'all last review, the only thing that Josh and Shay have been doing all up until this episode is fucking. They've been fucking in the bathrooms, fucking in the bedrooms, fucking in the boom boom room. Like, they didn't even need the boom boom room, to be honest, because like as soon as they got back into the house from their own first date, Shay took him into the bathroom to fuck. Like, I was like, it's no surprise to me that Shay is passing up that coochie, you know, like one of them Thanksgiving plates at the homeless shelter. Because she been waiting 12 years for this, right? 12 whole years for this. But my question is, like, I'm surprised that Sienna is trying to take Brandon to the boom boom room, because it's giving to me that she has like an issue when it comes to intimacy. Is it a problem when it comes to intimacy between Sienna and Brandon, or is it a problem when Sienna is not in control of the intimacy, that she has uncomfortability? Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Thank you. Whew, bless me. I hope y'all said bless me. Okay. It's 2024. COVID still out here. I'm gonna need them blessings. Okay. Now we go into the next scene, you know, after all of this wraps up. And we see that Brandon and, you know, Sienna have kind of went their separate ways, right? And this is probably going to be a little bit out of chronological order because I can't really remember all of these different scenes pieced together. Y'all don't have time to take all the notes. But now Sienna was in the room talking about, you know, how she felt when they were doing the Kama Sutra exercises. And she was saying that she didn't know if Brandon was saying that he's bored with her or bored with the position. Now, y'all, am I the only one peeping how Shay is out? Shay is being messy as fuck and also gassing Sienna up to act like a fucking asshole. So when she had brought this up, you know, she was like, yeah, like, why he talking about he bored? Like, of course he was talking about you, girl. And that's real fucked up and everything else like that. And then, you know, I feel like she was trying to make it a point to get Sienna acting up. And I want to know, is it because she wants to take the attention off of the shit that we're going to talk about her and Josh that's been going on that they don't want to talk to us about? Right? But we're going to pause that conversation, right? So Sienna and Brandon are cooking that house breakfast, not breakfast, but dinner. Okay? They're cooking that house dinner. Everybody eating. I was like, oh shit, Brandon is a motherfucking chef. Damn. And like while he's cooking and trying to make sure everything is good as far as the cooking goes, you know, Sienna's following around him, looking like she ain't doing a damn thing. I was like, the only thing that Sienna is really good for, based on what I see on this show, is cussing Brandon the fuck out and wearing 85 packs of faux locks on her fucking head. Because obviously she's not trying to effectively learn how to communicate. She ain't trying to cook. She ain't trying to, you know, treat this man with a little bit of respect or anything else of the sort. So everybody is cooking and doing, you know, doing their due deals. So they decided they want to play a game, y'all, right? So they decide that they want to play like some type of version of you know, who's most likely to. And y'all, so they go around and says, who's most likely not to have sexual chemistry? They say Brandon and Sienna. Who's most likely to have the most arguments? They say Brandon and Sienna. Everybody is picking on Brandon and Sienna to say the most negative shit, but I think that we all need to discuss the shit that's going on with everybody else. Now in the midst of all of this conversation that's going on, we find out that Josh had another baby on Shay. Now, I said at the end of my review for the last two episodes that I thought that Josh probably had a baby on Shay that she probably didn't know about, because I was like, one thing Josh can do is fuck. Okay, and if y'all haven't been seeing each other for 12 years, I imagine that he's doing all that fucking with somebody else. And I was not wrong, obviously. And they make it, they love to say like, oh, he apologized and we got over that. And I forgave him, and the baby is so cute, and I just can't wait to be a family with him. And then they say the most likely to be married is Josh and Shay. I was like, not when he went and had a baby on you. See, I was like, everybody talking about the shit that's going on between Josh. I mean, not between Josh, but between Brandon and Sienna. But y'all got your own motherfucking problems here. Why are we just focusing solely on Brandon and Sienna? Are we gonna not talk about how Jody or Joanna and her gums are fucking lusting after Chris, and how Chris is playing the shit out of Sandia and basically exposed to us and the world and the rest of the damn men in the house that he ain't dating nobody, he ain't taking nobody seriously. Girls can come to him anytime that they want, he can have sex anytime he want. Girls are always trying to open up the cooch to him, giving very much fat, fresh and fit podcast. Like, you can't convince me that he don't hate women. Okay. Now, I'm just really waiting for Sandia to have some self-respect, because the way that she has been allowing Chris to play in her face has been really bothering me, y'all. But needless to say, through all of these series of who's most likely to, we have Joanna basically saying in a certain segment that she does not feel that she needs to be all on Aaron J. Aaron J is the one that we think is quite gay, gay Aaron J. Okay, allegedly. Excuse me, my bad. Now, I just want to reiterate that, like, Joanna's acting like she has no problem, connecting with Aaron. She just likes her own space. She don't have to feel like she needs to, crowd this man or whatever the case may be. And the thing about it is that, like, you ain't even spending no time with him. See, you too worried about being in front of Chris. Chris is at the table, basically at this point, they just verbally fucking in front of the whole table. Chris, you so funny. Like, I just can't, Chris. Like, who made you so funny like that? I just really can't, Chris. Like, oh my God. And then Chris is like, yeah, because like, me and you, we just right here. And then she just like, yeah, because at the end of the day, when you have a spiritual echoescence and you really think about being a better spiritualist, nativator inside of the world right now, you vibrate on a millennium level at the frequency of GH, frequency F time. Okay? And when you add the 2 and a 5 together, it's an infinity that a lot of people don't understand. But for some reason, me and you, Chris, we can understand it. Merely looking at these motherfuckers like, what are y'all talking about? What is this conversation about? So So while you know they're all having this conversation, and Chris is basically saying in front of Aaron J and Joanna and Sandia, Joanna, it's just like me and you were just thinking the same stuff, and it's just like really crazy how we're just right here mentally, like we're just like me and you are right here. And she was like, yes, Chris. Like like we right here, bros, because at the end of the day, we vibrate on a millennium level above the fifth astral plane. And I really fuck with you. Do you want a drink or not? So they pouring up drinks. She asks Aaron J if he wants a drink. Now, first of all, you already know motherfucking Aaron J don't drink. But because she tries to, include him, he's like, yeah, you haven't been hanging out with me for the most part anyway. But she was like, if you hesitant, you ain't got to do it. Don't act like a fucking baby. If you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink. Y'all, Joanna in these teeth and gum combinations are bugging the shit out of me. I don't like this lady. I don't like her. I don't like Sienna. I think they both need to go. And I think that Sandia needs some self-respect about herself. Y'all, in the midst of them going through all of this stuff and her basically disrespecting Aaron J once again and playing in this man's face, like Aaron H and Diamond has snuck off, y'all. You thought I wasn't gonna get you, huh? We gonna talk about this shit. So this is when we're in the confessionals, right? And motherfucking Diamond with a Y is sitting in the confessional saying, at the end of the day, me and Aaron H are gonna hopefully gonna stand the test of time, and hopefully he's gonna propose because I'm looking for marriage. I'm looking for marriage, but I already told him I'm not having sex before marriage because I'm saving myself for God. I'm saving myself for the Lord. Y'all, why the fuck? Why the fuck did we go into the boom boom room? And at first, I'm up here like, oh, okay, Aaron J. I mean, not Aaron J, but Aaron H, Uncle Aaron. He likes to give women foot massages. I was like, now I love when my man massage my feet too. I didn't tell y'all, Jim got a man now. Jeremy's got a man at home. Well, he lives on his own, but we don't stay together. But and he's so good to me. So I was like, I identified with that. But y'all, it took a sharp left real fast. He tells us in the confessionals that he has a foot fetish. Y'all, this man tells us he has a foot fetish, y'all. He proceeds to lay Diamond. He proceeds to lay Diamond on the damn bed, on that damn massage table, rub her feet, and at first it seemed like a very saved and sanctified foot massage with a little bit of intimacy, but not something that upset the Lord, right? Because that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about, right? Saving yourself for the Lord. At least that's what I thought. But somehow, after Aaron tells us that he has a foot fetish, it went from him massaging the feet. Y'all, why this nigga say this little piggy went to the market and started sucking on her toes? He said he was like, this little piggy, went to the market. And y'all, I was shocked, to say the least, because I was like, what in the Pornhub retirement home senior citizens suite is going on here? Y'all, this man started seductively, and I promise y'all, sexually assaulting her toes. And while he's doing this, I'm expecting Diamond, because she's saving herself for marriage in the name of God, to be like, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, y'all. Diamond was sitting here looking like, ooh, ooh, oh, oh, yes, that little piggy went to the market, but please take that other little piggy home. All I could think about, y'all, was like, when it comes to women, and put this in the chat, because I know a lot of y'all are older and sanctified and stuff like that, who watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, who may be waiting until we get into that topic. But y'all, if y'all got a man, or if y'all have men that are into your feet, now please take this question respectfully, and I think y'all might understand what I'm about to go with this. But do they eat your coochie before or after they suck the toes? So I imagine that they go from the mouth, the neck, to the titties, to the stomach, to the back, to the coochie, and then work their way down to the toes. But see, it looked like this man went straight to the toes. So I'm saying, like in the regular case scenario, would y'all men touch the coochie first or the feet first? Or does sucking on your toes and then proceeding to put the same mouth that they suck the toes with on your coochie, does it give y'all some type of knocked off pH balance? So can y'all answer that in the comments section for me? I'm waiting, because I was confused. And I was like, Diamond, what you won't do is lie to me. What you won't do is lie to me. You and that man fucking. I don't care what. I was like, and if you ain't fucking, I know damn well you wouldn't do this in front of the Lord. I know you wouldn't. So at this point, you might as well just give him the coochie. And Aaron H look nasty, y'all. That man look nasty. He already told us that he like an audience to watch him. And y'all know what I said last episode. I said that, usually if they like people to watch, they like people to join in. So it's seeming to me that Aaron H is a little bit, swingy. He probably won't have no problem swinging, especially at this older age. It ain't like you got to worry about your girl getting pregnant. Y'all both old as hell. It depends. I'ma plead the fifth. First of all, y'all need to answer these questions. I am confused. I met a man once that referred to my feet as 10 delicious digits. I have never spoken to him again since that day. Toes afterwards, in my experience, unless I just hopped out the shower. Okay, period. I get it. I get it now. So fresh toes after the shower, and then the coochie. That's how it plays out. But in other words, coochie first, then toes later. But my question is, after he suck your toes, do y'all kiss him in the mouth? After he suck your toes, are you into letting this man kiss y'all in the mouth? Because this had opened me up to a lot of questions that I've come to when it comes to women. Because when it comes to man on man, intimacy, I can talk about that with my friends to the cows come home. But I don't really have that many women in my life that I can ask these questions to. Right? Not because they aren't into it necessarily, but because their husbands don't have foot fetishes. It doesn't matter whatever he's in for. Shania say she out here trying to please her man. Okay. You better please him, Shania. Okay. But at this point, Diamond, you might as well just fuck him. Because I promise you, toe fucking is not out of the loophole when it comes to the Bible, if that's what you're going off of. I'm pretty sure that sucking your toes, like they're some type of magically delicious, marshmallows, does not count as you keeping your celibacy. That's like y'all saying, I'm celibate even though I've only did oral sex. I met a couple girls like that says, I haven't had penetrative sex, but I have, did the oral with my mouth. You not a virgin for real. You like half of a virgin, but you're not the full thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't loophole your way through the Bible. You can't do that if that's what you're trying to go off of, sis. But needless to say, we're gonna move on from this scene because Lord knows what else they probably was doing in that room. That shit probably smelled like fucking Dr. Palmer's fucking toe jam solution, fucking feet, ass crack, old ass peeled fingernail polish, and a removed ponytail. I was like, this is not what I signed up for, y'all. I did not sign up for this shit. I really didn't, and I really don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. Some girls do the butt instead. A hole is a hole. Y'all, can we act like we got some sense in here, please? Let's act like we got some sense, please. Not a hole is a hole. Child, y'all wilding. Okay. But okay, so let's go back into the conversation between Sienna and Shay. So Sienna and Shay are in a room. So apparently Sienna and Shay are sharing a room. Sienna is kind of talking to Shay about her business. But notice how Shay pivots off of the conversation about her man fucking some other girl and getting her pregnant to talk about the shit that was going on between Sienna and Brandon. But Sienna is not really that smart to see what's going on, to see that Shay might not have her best interests at heart. She says to whatchamacallit, to Shay, the other day after the conversation between me and Brandon in the kitchen, he went and had a conversation with Millie. And I already told y'all, I think Millie has like a soft spot for Brandon. I think that Brandon and Millie will make a better couple than Millie and Greg. I think if anything, Greg and fucking Sienna would be a better combination, or Greg and Aaron J. Because damn sure Joanna would love for anybody to take that fucking man off her hands. So she brings up the fact that this man had a conversation with Millie and she asked him about it and he wasn't open to, talking about it with her. And then she asks Shay, so is it a problem? Do you think that he was talking bad about me? Like, don't you think that's kind of weird that he doesn't want to talk to me about it? And then like Shay said, yeah, like, and that's hella weird. It is definitely given that he was talking about you. Like, it's given like, yeah, he was like, why can't you talk to me about it? I was like, Shay, you are slowly starting to get on my shit list. Because like, I really do feel that Sienna thinks that y'all have her best interest at heart and y'all don't. Y'all just don't want to talk about y'all own shit. So y'all would stir the pot between Sienna hothead Medusa head ass, and get her riled up to go at it with Brandon, and then act like y'all just shocked when her and Brandon have the shit going on between them. So y'all, after they have that conversation, Brandon unfortunately comes into the room. I'm gonna be like, poor Brandon, y'all. Brandon can't get a break. What's up, another round? How you doing? I was like, Brandon can't get no damn break. He does not know what he walked into. He was like, am I interrupting anything? She says, no, but I know I'm too bored for you. I know you feel like I'm boring or something. I was like, Lord Jesus, y'all. In the midst of this conversation, it went from the never ever METS to the mob wives real fast. It went from her like talking to Brandon, basically saying, so when you were talking to Millie, what were you guys talking about? She tried to do it very softly at the beginning, right? Tried to do it very soft, I'll admit. But he was like, I don't feel comfortable talking about it. And then it say like, then she went from saying, Brandon, what did y'all talk about? Obviously, you were talking about me. So if you feel like you can't talk about what you told her, then I feel like you were talking about me. Why can't you tell me what you were talking about, Brandon? Brandon, what were you talking to Millie about, Brandon? Get your fucking feet off my bed, Brandon. He's up there like, I don't like it. He's up there like, Sienna, I don't like it when you talk to me like that. She was like, well, tell me what the fuck you said, Brandon. Because I'll gut you like a fish. I was like, Brandon, you need to get the fuck out of this room, Brandon. She was like, why won't you just tell me what the fuck she said, Brandon? Why? I'm inclined to know why my man is talking to another woman about me. I should know that, Brandon. I'm up here like, Brandon, if you don't get the fuck out of this room, this girl is gonna take your head off your shoulders. Get out of this room, Brandon. So she walks downstairs, right? Not she, but he walks downstairs, and he's saying like, this is crazy. Like, I'm done. I'm fed up. So he goes downstairs, y'all, with Josh and Shay, basically acting like they don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, Shay basically did not just rouse Sienna up to get pissed off, to go off on Brandon, to distract us from the fact that Josh has been fucking everybody, including another baby mama that's not Shay, in the 12 years that they've been talking online and haven't met. You want to know something, Shay? What I've noticed. Hold on, before I'm gonna wait. Give me a second, y'all. Give me one quick second. Hold on. Give me one quick second. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I didn't want to have to do this. I did not want to have to do this, Sienna, but you made me. So y'all, this is Sienna and her locks. Let my seat down a little bit so y'all can take in what I saw. So at this point, Brandon goes into the room with not Joanna, but Josh and fucking Shay. They acting like they don't understand what's going on. Like, Shay did not try to rouse Sienna up to go off on him before. So it goes into this confessional. It goes off into this confessional of Shay saying, at the end of the day, I can see why the communication is a little bit off between Brandon and Sienna, because Brandon just holds a lot of stuff in and he doesn't know how to let shit go. Shay, you know what? I'm gonna have to pause on this real quick. Let me bring this chair up, because I thought, Shay, I thought me and you were right here. I thought we was right here, Shay. I thought we were right here, Shay. But I see I'm gonna have to hem your ass up tonight. You know what? Shay? It's so funny how you can talk about the shit going on between Brandon and Sienna, but you don't want to circumvent your thinking to try to figure out why during the whole 12 years of your motherfucking life that you gave up to this man, why you did not go get your promises teeth fixed, right? Why your man had time to do every fucking thing else except for go see you. This man said that he did not see you in 12 years because he lost his ID at the airport. He lost his ID at the airport. But he had enough time to go fuck some other bitches and get them pregnant. That wasn't you. He was able to go navigate his way around his city to go fuck them other hoes. And that's why y'all probably haven't met, because he probably got 18 bitches where he lives. And he does not want to shake the boat and bring your ass over here. Right? You talking about Brandon holding shit in. Maybe if Josh had held some shit in, maybe he wouldn't have had a baby on you, Shay. That's some shit that your gimp teeth ass should be thinking about. That your gimp teeth ass should be thinking about. Since you out here stirring the pot, basically getting Brandon cussed out every type of way, and you playing with our fucking faces and our heads and our time in the confessionals. Why the fuck are we not talking about the fact that you've been in a relationship for 12 years with a nigga online and he never met you, but this nigga had a baby on you? Why are we not talking about that, Shay? Why are we not talking about your dental care? It looked like you've been sucking your thumb all the way up until you were 39. Shay, since we talking about every damn thing else that we got to discuss, that's some shit that we do need to discuss, Shay. Since you was so worried about what everybody else doing. Looking like you had a fucking pacifier in your mouth up until the age of 59. Like, I refuse to allow you to play in my face, Shay, and to play in Sienna's face and Brandon's. Now, Sienna's already crazy, y'all. Sienna's already crazy. So for you to try to instigate problems between Sienna and Brandon and then scurry on off, is really pissing me the fuck off. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, I don't take domestic violence seriously. And what I'm seeing on this show is that it has a very, 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 very intense verbal abuse on here. It is physical, emotional, mental. Chris is mentally abusing Sandia. Chris is mentally abusing Sandia, playing with her motherfucking head. Sienna is verbally abusing Brandon at every turn. Dominique and fucking what's her name, y'all? Alexis is out here recreating Bad Girls Club in the damn kitchen. And then Joanna is emotionally abusing like Aaron J. It's so much abuse, but you want to sit here and play with this shit. And I don't think that shit is funny at all. So what happened next is Sienna is like, she's walking down the stairs. Brandon, where are you, Brandon? I'm not done with you. I'm gonna gut you like a fish, Brandon. Brandon, warrior. So she decides to take the flowers that he gave her on the first date and throw those flowers at him, y'all. She was like, fuck you and these flowers, Brandon. I don't need shit from you. Fuck you, Brandon. And Brandon is sitting here like, oh my God, this is so much drama. Like, I don't know how to deal with this. Like, I just don't know how to take this. Like, I've never really been in a situation where I'm getting stuff thrown at me. So at this point, Brandon says, fuck it. So he goes and talks to Chris. Chris is like, hey man, you need to pack that shit up already. He was like, oh bro, like it's done. The relationship is already done, man. It's already done, man. I don't even know what's going on at this point. So fast forward, this is about to be the last couple of scenes before we scurry on over to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Now, Taronda from Empire comes and tells us that everybody, family or friends, is coming. You know, I'm up here like, what's going on here? And I told y'all some of this might be out of sync, but I'm telling y'all everything that happened. I promise you I am. I ain't missing shit. Now, at this point, Sienna sees her friend like, oh my God, my sister from the other side of the water. How you doing? They go and have a conversation on the terrace outside, and she basically lies to her friend about everything that Brandon did. She's saying, at the end of the day, this man had a conversation with another woman about me. He said that he was bored with me, and I don't appreciate shit like that. And then like her friend is like, he said that he was bored with ya. I'm already not liking this John already. And she was like, yeah, he said that. But you want to know something, friend? I'm happy that I had this conversation with you because it's getting me in the right frame of thought. It cleared my mind. She fails to tell her friend that she called this man a bitch. She fails to tell her friend that she's at one point said that this man, that told this man that she would be open to moving to Miami, and then flipped. She's failing to tell her friend that she sat on this man like one of the bar stools at Black. You gotta sit on that shit with a little bit of like a caution, because them shits could collapse because all that shit in there cheap. But she fails to tell him all of that stuff. Then Brandon friend comes. This nigga looking like, y'all. This nigga looking like he's looking like, hey y'all, I'm Brandon's friend. I was like, is this nigga 5'1"? How tall is he? I was like, Brandon. Now damn well you could have told this nigga to wear a little bit some of them platform sneakers that make men like 3 inches taller. He hopped onto the scene like, hey y'all, how you doing? So he goes and talks to Brandon. Brandon is telling him, yeah, man, she called me a bitch. She said this and this and this. She disrespecting me. She throwing stuff at me. She out here disrespecting every ounce of my being. And he was like, man, you already know that you don't need to deal with that, man. You don't need to deal with that, bro. Yo, you need to pack that shit up and go. But Brandon is saying, I would pack it up and go. I would, because I don't rise up to, I don't rise up to, anger so much. But for some reason, I kept it cool. But I'm just trying to stick this out. So at this point, y'all, hold on. We see that Brandon is basically here for the television show at this point. He's not here for Sienna. And I'm up here like, see, this is why she threw the motherfucking flowers at your bitch ass. Because you here for the fucking cameras. How about you get your ass up and take your ass home? This lady has thrown flowers at you, called you a bitch. Told you to get your motherfucking feet off of her bed. She did all of this shit. And your ass ain't trying to go home yet. We find out Millie has trauma. We find out Greg still want to fuck and he ain't got it yet. See, you up here talking about everybody else, Greg. But you want to know who is getting some puss or who was offered some pussy? Brandon. While your bitch ass wasn't. While you sitting here talking about they giving frenemies, Sienna wanted to take his ass to the boom boom room. You know who not going to the boom boom room? Yo fake ass fucking incense light skinned nigga. I painted my free time poetic ass. I can't say, y'all, I hate Greg. Y'all, I hate Greg on this show with every fiber of my being. I think Greg is a bitch ass nigga. I promise you I do. Greg and Chris. I was like, actually, since Millie ain't fucking you, you was like, you might as well go over there and try to fuck Aaron J. I'm pretty sure he'll be down. Take his ass to the boom boom room. And how about you leave Millie alone and leave her with a real nigga like Brandon that can treat her right and pay for shit without having to take her ass to a paddle boat motherfucking date on their first time meeting. Since you got so much to say. And y'all, that was the end of the episode for for the Never Ever METS. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Okay. Okay, y'all. I need to like go get a drink of water real quick. I'll be right back in about 1 to 2 minutes. I need a break. I need a time to recharge. That took a lot out of me. Okay. All right, y'all. We're about to be right back with Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. Get your sodas, get your juice, go share this and tell everybody. Cause I'm about to cut the fuck up. Because I'm letting you know right now, Nell, I'm about to get in that ass. But I'll be right back, y'all. All right, we're back. Ooh, child. That took a lot out of me. Should I have to go recharge? All right. Now, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If you don't like profanity, if you don't like hard truths and unrelenting opinions, I'm gonna need you to step on now because it's about to get rough. Okay. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready. If y'all feel comfortable, put a 2 in the chat if you making your way out because you don't like cussing and fussing and thussing. All right. Let me know what's going on in the comment section. I'm waiting for y'all. Okay. Because like I'm warning y'all, this ain't about to be pretty. Okay. All right, I gotta channel my white woman energy. All right. Shit, Sharon said 11. All right, we ready? All right, y'all. So I have not been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville for a while now. When I decided that I was going to not cover the show, hey babe, like when I decided I was not going to cover the show, I took that seriously. But obviously my friends and cohorts have decided they had a change of heart. So who the fuck am I to move on to some other shit? So needless to say, we open up motherfucking mugshots. Martel Holt has been arrested in connection with the third-degree domestic violence via telecommunication text messages involving his ex-wife, Melody Holt. The situation is ongoing, and we will review at the latest that we receive updates. Please stick with us at Alabama Country Motherfucking Network TV.com. That we were seeing the fucking, we were basically seeing the news telecast and shit. So we go over and we see Melody Holt. Melody Holt is outside looking warm as shit in her fur. She was like,
You know, when you have somebody that, that is showing that they are capable of doing anything, you have to listen to God and go when He says go. Now, what I decided to do for the safety of myself and my children, I decided to hire, some security, top security to, cover my perimeter after this arrest has been made public, because when people are deranged and crazy, it's no telling what they could do. It's no telling what they could do. So, y'all, we get into her house. We see her brother flipping eggs and patties and bacon. And she walks in, she was like, "Oh, you cooking breakfast? You cooking breakfast and stuff like that?" It's Melody Rogers. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna need, look, don't start. Y'all already know. This is not personal. I look, it's not giving no shade. Stop. Okay? See, this that shit I don't like. I'm starting to feel threatened. I'm gonna need whoever's in, I'm gonna need any moderators in my chat. Please protect me. Cause I don't want to get jumped today. Now, she talks to her brother, right? They're in the kitchen. She's catching up with her brother, and her brother apparently has made his way out here. At first I kind of thought that her brother had kind of like surprised her in her kitchen cooking breakfast, but what she was really surprised was that he came out there. Him cooking breakfast was not the surprise, obviously, but he was worried because he was calling her, she wasn't answering the phone. He really wanted to see what her mental was, because he knows that this was very important. He wasn't really let in on what was going on in totality. Right? So she opens up about what happened. She says, at the point where things were happening, and lines were crossed, and things that needed to be happened, I was instructed by my attorney to go and fill out a police report. And they asked me, when did they want me to arrest that man? And I say, just do it on your own time, because I believe in God's timing. Melody Cherie Rogers. Is that better, y'all? Like, like she's Melody Cherie. Melody Cherie. Is that okay? Can I call her that? Can I call her that, y'all? I have not seen the show in a minute. So me calling her the old name is just a habit. There's nothing, I'm not shading shit. Like, hear me out before y'all attack me. Okay? Let's put down the pitchforks. Okay? I'll back up. It's a cross right here. We trying to do holy things in here tonight. Let's not attack me over a name. We barely 5 minutes into the review, and y'all already yelling at me in the comments. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's act like we got some sense. So, y'all, she basically lets us know what had basically happened. So she tells her brother, like, did you know what had happened? She said that she was texted by Martel Holt, and he was threatening her with revenge porn. And he had sent her a screenshot and said that I will upload this. I will upload this into the internet. But she said that that she really didn't get the full picture until later. What he was going to do was send that picture of her and Martel from back in the past and upload that to a separate Instagram account and claim that it's a snapshot of Melody and another man that's not Martel Hope, to try to cement this lie that she was cheating in her marriage. And y'all, like, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, like, I had somebody do that to me. Not like that, but I had an ex who I was in a relationship with when I was in the military, probably towards the beginning of my military career. And I made some mistakes when I was young. I had just broke up. with my first ever, boyfriend or whatnot.
And I decided I wanted to have some get back. I found out that he was cheating on me. I joined the military to get him and me out the hood, and I find out that he was cheating. So I decided to go over to this man's house who I knew wanted me because I was young, fresh, tight, and hot. Okay, and skinny. I've gotten thicker over the years, but back then I was real skinny. That's how they like them, real young and skinny and frail. So I decided to go over to his house, and me, him, and one of his friends, we commingled. They recorded me, but I ended up like kind of getting into a relationship with the guy that I mingled with. After me and him kind of like fell out because like he was drunk and driving with me in the car, and he had hit a median, and I didn't feel like he was really taking our relationship seriously, knowing my safety. And like he was also battling alcoholism. Y'all, tell me why one of my friends moved down there to Las Vegas, where I'm from. And like he's at some type of house party or some type of party. I don't know what type of party it was. He calls me on the phone and he was like, "Hey, Jeremy, like, have you ever done adult entertainment?" And I was like, "Hell no, bitch, I'm in the military. I'm only 20. What are you talking about? I ain't did no motherfucking like adult entertainment." He said, like, "Jeremy, I'm at a house full of people, and it's a video of you on the big screen right now being played with you and 2 other men." Y'all, that shit shattered my heart because like I really cared about this person. Like I really had love for this person at one point. And I would have never ever thought that they would do something like that to me and take something that I trusted would never happen and expose the shit out of me like that because I no longer wanted to like entertain a relationship. Mind you, we weren't even in the same city. He lived in Las Vegas. I'm in Virginia now. So what Melody is going through, I 100% understand what she was saying. Y'all, we go into the next scene. Martel is walking into the fucking scene with a tight ass motherfucking pink hoodie on. I was like, if you don't take off Malia's fucking hoodie, Malia, I can't remember what her daughter name is. It's going to. This is not shade. Every time I'm getting a name wrong, y'all better not try to shade the shit out of me. Okay, I'm trying to remember these names. Now he's saying, "Oh, Mama, I just appreciate you for going to pick up the kids. I just can't believe Melody did that." His mother's sitting here looking like, Martel, like that's real messed up for her as a woman to do that. Why can't you be a woman and handle your business? You know what, Marlene? You know what? God, please pray for me as I go through this. This is going to stress me the fuck out. Like, I'm so sick and tired of you motherfucking old ass bitches. And I hate to have to call her this because y'all know I have a soft spot in my heart for Marlboro Marlene. Y'all don't raise y'all motherfucking kids properly and you baby them they whole motherfucking life, barely raise them. If you was actually raising your son to be a decent fucking human being instead of being out here drinking that fucking malt liquor while Martel was getting raised by his grandmama who he named that cheap ass wine after, we wouldn't be in this motherfucking mess. Maybe if he was getting taught how to be a fucking real man and be held accountable, he would realize the mistakes that he caused to rid himself of a fucking marriage that he wanted to be in. Right? But he didn't do that. But you don't get to fucking go around and hurt people, threaten people, and not get repercussions for it. I don't care how many niggas smack the shit out of you, Marlene. How many niggas cheated on you,
Marlene. How many niggas had babies on you, Marlene? Just because you decided to get railroaded by niggas over the years don't mean other women got to. You allowed yourself to be at the forefront of the fucking pedestal to get stepped on by these fucked ass niggas from the past. And now you trying to medicate yourself from even back then to now with cigarettes and motherfucking alcohol, which got your eye leaning over to the left. But that's your motherfucking problem. That's your problem. Don't no motherfucking body have to allow disrespect like y'all did. And that's my motherfucking, that is going to be a common trend throughout this motherfucking episode. And you sitting here and y'all, and then for you to even entertain your son and say you a man, but you got to handle your business. What the fuck does that mean, Miss Marlene? Like the people want to know. While her husband, I mean not her husband, her son, but motherfucking shit, I can't tell the difference between what the fuck they are and what they aren't. You know, he's thanking his motherfucking mama who had to stop her motherfucking hair curling. You know, taking out her motherfucking, 1974 curl set to go to work, to pause, to go pick up his motherfucking kids because he don't know how to act like a fucking human being post-divorce. So he gets arrested. Let me move shit around because I'm knocking shit over. This shit done pissed me the fuck off. Martel, I want to let you know that you are a disgrace. I don't care how people claim that you're attractive. I don't care how many people claim that they want to have sex with you. I really think that you are a waste of semen and egg juice. Like, nigga, you are the epitome of a piece of shit. I don't think, and what's bothering me, y'all, what's bothering me is his mom. His mom is sitting here taking this so lightly, talking about, at the end of the day, how you gonna get mad over text messages? Text messages shouldn't send you to jail. Bitch, listen. These ain't no motherfucking text messages. I don't know why you hoes like to minimize the fuck shit that bitches do, but this ain't that. You cannot threaten somebody with revenge porn and not think that you're going to get your ass handed to you. Good thing his ass got arrested. Your ass needs to get arrested too for being a fucking failure of a mom. See, your ass shouldn't even had no motherfucking kids. Your ass should have went down there to Planned Parenthood and slaughter gang that fetus. Because your alcoholic ass was not ready to have no motherfucking kids to raise properly. Marlene. Martel, the fact that you said that your kids did not know what was going on, but Mariah was able to kind of see that something was off, lets us know that all of that shit that you said about Melody talking shit about you to her kids is some bullshit. Because if the kids didn't know what the fuck was going on, why their dad was getting arrested, while all of this was happening, then how has Melody been ruining the kids' mind by telling them all of the fuck shit that's going on between you and their mama? If the kids don't even know why their daddy getting arrested right now. And the fact that you feel that Melody is somehow supposed to protect your image in front of the fucking kids when you had a baby on their fucking family really shocks the shit out of me. Nobody has to protect the shit that you be doing. If you decided that you wanted to show your ass and completely forsake the reputation that you set forth for your kids, that's your motherfucking problem. Don't nobody else has to fucking care about that shit, because the person who should care about that shit the most is the father. But obviously his ass is not, because he's too busy out here fucking loose pussy ass dumb bitches from Ohio and threatening revenge porn on the fucking parent's mom, on the fucking children's parent, than to actually be a fucking decent human being and going to therapy and dealing with the fact that you don't know how to let shit go. See, the fact is, you're a narcissist. You think that you can go around treating everybody any way that you want to. Bitch, you cannot. You can't. You cannot. I'm sorry to inform your scoop bald head ass, but you cannot do that, Martel. Y'all, I'm sorry. Let me calm down a little bit. I need to pace myself. This is only the first scene, y'all. This is only the first scene. Pray for me. Pray for me, please. Give me a sec. I need some water. See, Marlene, this is what the fuck your liver and your kidneys need right here. Alkaline water. Instead of all that motherfucking malt liquor and Bud Lightweisers, Bud Lighters White, or whatever the fuck you drinking. Whiskey, gin, and all of that. That's what you should be drinking. Maybe it'll make you a better mother and a better grandmother, and maybe give your bitch ass sons some actual wisdom that can carry him into the next phase of his life as a fucking man. Because obviously he can't fucking figure that shit out on his own. But hold on. Whew. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. Excuse me for like that, that blow up. I apologize. My gosh. I didn't think I was gonna get activated to that. I damn near had a blackout, and I went into a dark place where I was dealing with that shit myself, and I went off. I apologize, y'all. Don't look at me differently, okay? I'm a loving person. I love to laugh and shit, but sometimes we gotta be serious about things. So we go on to the next scene, y'all. All right. What's the next scene, y'all? Y'all, we're at some motherfucking daycare center where Kayla Fletcher went. Y'all, I was like, who the fuck is Fletcher's? I was like, they saying this shit like we should know who these people are. I was like, either I don't remember who the fuck this is, or who the fuck Nell is. I was like, wait, is this the wife of the nigga that be doing the Tootsie slide on TikTok and fucking real estate properties? We'll get into you as we get into this, but in comes, Stormy Daniels and her titties. I was like, damn, Stormy and them. I was like, Stormy, you come in titties first, huh? I was like, she looked good. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, Stormy in them titties. Okay. I was like, Stormy, you better get them titties. All right. Also, so she decided to come in, and she goes into Nell's office, y'all. Why Nell got on a first lady pastor's wig? Why does Nell have on a co-pastoral love offering wig? Why does this wig not have no proper closure? What is going on? I don't understand. But she sees, Stormy walk in. She was like, oh my God, Stormy, you and these titties. Stormy looking like, yeah, girl. I've been hitting the gym lately. It's been kind of giving what it needs to be gave. I've been putting shit to the side, hitting the gym, getting my titties lifted, my ass lifted, my stomach flat, and my back blown out by my husband who looks like a green mucus monster. And I was like, okay, Stormy, go ahead. But they sit down. She said, like, well, how you been, Stormy? Have you been talking to anybody in the group lately? Stormy's like, I ain't been talking to any one of these people, to be honest. I ain't been talking to nobody. No, I ain't been talking to nobody. Stormy got a real thick ass accent that I can't, but she does like to try to pronunciate and sound more bougier than what she actually is underneath. So I'll try to, be as proper as I can with this country shit. So she says, oh, like, have you heard about what's been going on with Kiki? I was like, not Kiki, from like Letitia's cousin. Are we still talking about Kiki? Why? Like, what is going on? Why are we discussing Kiki? Y'all,
This woman decides to tell us that Kiki apparently had went to some type of bloggers. I don't know who she went to. I have no idea any of this shit that's been going on, y'all. I've been in my own world, reviewing my own content, doing my own thing. Okay. So she tells us that Kiki has been like releasing information to bloggers, and she fell out with the blogger, and the blogger exposed her with with recordings and a whole bunch of shit, right? So she's saying that, you know, she wants to hear Stormy out before hear Kiki out before she makes her decision. Y'all, what decision is that? Is it just me, or was I confused with the fuck type of decision that she needed to make? I'm looking for, I cannot find, hold on real quick. I'm looking for something. Woo, child. Woo, child. Give me a second, y'all. I'm hot. I take that motherfucking hat off. Woo. All right, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to. Whoo, that hat was hot. That hat was hot as a bitch. Excuse me. Whoo, child. I had to put my little my little knit cap on for y'all. But because I for some reason I cannot find my wave cap, y'all. And when I don't find my wave cap, I be trying to. I haven't shaved my head, so it's giving, it's giving Caillou underneath. I haven't shaved it yet. So, y'all, so basically Stormy says that, she's trying to wait to give her judgment or make up her mind on Kiki. She says because Kiki reminds her of herself, because people assume that she was not going to be able to achieve what she needed to achieve and do the things that she said that she was going to do. She has a soft spot for Kiki and she want to see Kiki win. But Nell is saying, like, Stormy is saying that Kiki was exactly who we all thought she was in the beginning. And I was like, Nell, can your motherfucking Party City wig head ass be quiet? Because at the end of the day, the only reason that you don't fuck with Kiki is because you trying to stay on this fucking show, and you know that the skies definitely fucking rule the damn show at this point. And they out here got the most numbers as far as cast members go. So you just want to stay on the good foot with them. Like, because what we're not going to do is act like the rest of this cast are not pieces of shit just as much as Kiki probably is or is not. Okay? That's what we're not going to do. But we move on from that. Stormy says, well, have you been in the news lately? So did you see something about like Martel getting arrested? Y'all pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. As I'm about to go into this. Y'all, Stormy tells her this, and she says, I don't agree with that. Because we as black people, black people, we don't need to be going to the police. As us as black people, and then as a black man, how could you send that man to jail as a black man? How could you do that as he is a black man? I don't agree with that. But then again, I'm not in that situation, so I wouldn't know. Now, where am I going to start with you? Now that I'm reviewing this shit, it's coming to me. You that same bitch that called Melody over to that damn house to have a sit down talk with Martel when she was in those pleather shorts, and she ended up throwing that drink in that glass at him. You the same one. I remember now. Like the problem what you're saying now is
First of all, let me get into what she had to say because I'm gonna connect the two. I'm gonna connect the two. So she also goes into Destiny and Sunny's situation. So Sunny was apparently one of the producers on the show. She ended up being a confidant and a friend of Destiny at some point or the other, right? Somehow she ended up in a relationship with Destiny's man, and Destiny and the man ended up ending, and now Moses and Sonny are getting married. Y'all, this shit. This statement that Nell says right here really made my fucking skin crawl. She was like, that's why I blame it on a woman. Cause a man is only gonna that's why it's always on a woman, because a man is only gonna get so far as you let him. I need this shit off me. Now, I need you to understand me. I need you to look close to me. I'm gonna need us to zoom in on this. Now you prehistoric minded ass old ass lady, I'm gonna need you to understand this. Don't nobody gotta protect these niggas. Right? The fact that y'all still want black women to sit here out, look, and you already know my channel. I be telling black women to this day that they need to divest from the hetero black man, because they ain't shit and they ain't trying to better themselves. Now, all of them, that don't go for all of them, but a big ass majority of them, yes. Now, the fact that you're sitting here talking about this shit could be handled, amicably without having to involve the fucking police. First and fucking foremost, you already know the shit that Martel be doing anyway. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't your dumbass have to say that you were threatened by this man? He tried to walk up on you, and you felt threatened that so much so that you had to go get your own husband, who was not man enough to knock this nigga in his chest because he knew Martel is a fucking Neanderthal who only knows how to throw fists and shit at people. That he's not able to have decent communication. But somehow you want the woman who he's been tormenting since fucking 2020 to somehow get over the shit that he's doing to her and not call the fucking police. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, Nail, but if a nigga try to pull some motherfucking revenge porn on you, that nigga needs to get locked up. Ain't no amicable conversations going on. You fucking idiot. This is a problem when it comes to taking advice from you old bitches. That's why I like when it comes to you old assholes like Nell who think like this. I don't listen to y'all. I don't like when they say that the old people got wisdom. No, the fuck y'all don't. And let's be real, Nell. Since we all talking and since we all just saying how the fuck we feel with no merit and no fucking care about how it makes a fucking woman feel that's going through domestic violence, regardless if it's verbal, physical, mental, or emotional, let's fucking all have an honest conversation with ourselves. Your ass wasn't going anywhere. So for your ass to try to make us believe that you had Chris shook to want to fucking think that he was gonna leave, that you was gonna leave him, the only person that was fucking fooled was his ass. Cause we all know your pick me ass wasn't going anywhere, because at the end of the day, now you probably don't even think that you could get better at this fucking age. You know your ass getting old just like his ass getting old. But the thing about it is, you want to be with somebody more so than you want to have self-respect and be comfortable in your own company. That's what that is. You are never going to leave that man because you don't have respect for your fucking self, which is what we see in this conversation. Because you're letting us know if a man did something to a woman, regardless on if they hit her, did something to her. I guess a bitch got to get their ass beat to the white meat for y'all to think that she can call the cops. Right? And for you to even say that, shit, when there's so many women out here getting killed at an alarming rate. People out here who didn't feel like they should have called the cops because they didn't want to send a black man to jail, feeling like they didn't want to put a black man in binds. Meanwhile, that same black man that they were trying to protect put their motherfucking ass in the grave. Your ass is a problem. I can't stand you dumb, you slow, prehistoric minded hoes. And I don't care if you out here saying, well, I didn't mean it like that. Cause when you hoes get put on the spot, it's like the fuck you're gonna get as you getting your ass lit up probably on social media, which is why you say you don't do social media. You're gonna try to double back and backpedal and pussy pop out your way out this conversation that you had on national syndicated television. But at the end of the day, listen here. It's time for y'all to stop trying to protect these niggas. Don't nobody protect y'all. They're not uniting when y'all get killed by the cops. They're not uniting when y'all are getting killed by other black men. They're not protecting y'all. They can see you get smashed in the fucking face with a brick, hit in the face with a water bottle, beat up, dragged out, pushed in a fucking anonymous van and not do shit. But you want to sacrifice your own well-being for this nigga taking accountability for the shit that he was doing. That's the problem. That is the biggest issue with you dumb hoes. This shit ain't gonna get monetized. I'm cussing too much. I have not cussed this much in any one of my videos, I promise, in the last year. I've not. But this show has a negative effect on my verbal skills that it causes me to want to cuss you dumb bitches out. Not y'all who watching, but those people on the TV show. And then for you to say, for you to put out your own your fucking old hen mouth, Nell, for you to say that a man can only go so far as a woman lets him. It's so fucking dangerous. Y'all are acting like black men are not out here. Men in general are not out here raping, sex trafficking, kidnapping women at alarming rates. Girls who will never be able to see their family again. Girls who will never be able to tell their story. Girls who will never be able to tell whatever happened to them. They're missing, unlisted, unprotected, never to be found again. Some killed, some out here in different countries being pimped out. But you saying a man can only go so far as a woman lets him. Now I know you saying that it was Sonny whose fault is this. No, it was that nigga's fault, Moses. She only went as far as he allowed her to go. Put that responsibility in that nigga's hands, not hers. Even though she trifling as a bitch. I'm gonna need you to stop. The shit that you're saying now is so fucking dangerous, and it's really made me lose so much respect for your ratchet, nasty, gutter mouth ass. Because I don't even like the way you talk to your kids. You don't even have respect for your motherfucking kids or your stepchildren, to be fair, Neil. But for you to be putting out this problematic rhetoric is so dangerous. And I'm so disappointed in you. Because for you to place all the so if a man decides to cheat on his woman and go into a marriage with a friend, it's the friend fault, not the nigga fault who's with the actual girl. It's not that man's fault. And if a woman decides to but if a woman is getting abused by a man, it's her fault for calling the police, because she should have tried to handle this amicably without the police, because we all black and we don't want to see no black men in chains. Get that bitch away from me, y'all. Please. Next scene. Next scene. Nell, you are a fucking embarrassment. I'm sick and tired of you bitches out here trying to imagine that all of the fucking niggas in the world are y'all brothers, y'all cousin, y'all uncles. Bitch, they not. Bitch, they're not. You do not know these niggas. They do not know you. You trying to protect people that you're not related to, that you really don't know on an intimate level like that. You need to shut the fuck up and allow the justice system to do what the fuck it does and allow these women to get the justice that they deserve. My mom was abused by my stepdad. If she would have called the police at an earlier time and really got this nigga locked up like she should have instead of trying to protect him, because that's what she's been ingrained to do by old ass birds like your motherfucking self, then we would probably be in a better place right now. But no, she was listening to her inner gut and she allowed that man to destroy not only our relationship, but a lot of her self-esteem that she's still rebuilding to this day. Thank God he died from a drug overdose. We don't thank God, I'm not gonna wish death. But I'm gonna just say this. Women like you, and like y'all, this is another thing. My mama told me one time when I had turned 18, she had said I had a conversation with Bird. That was his name. I don't give a fuck about putting his name out there. His nickname was Bird. She said I had a conversation with Bird's mom about our relationship and him putting his hands on me. She told me that I was a real woman because a lot of women would have left and not put up with that, but I stuck with it and stayed in that relationship and cared about the family. And that made me a real woman dealing with all of that. And y'all, after she told me that, y'all, I had so much love for my step grandmama. After she told me that, I could never talk to that lady again. I have not spoke to. I don't even know if she's alive still. I don't. That woman used to take me to church every week. That woman used to help me go to choir rehearsal. I can't sing, but motherfuckers who can't sing used to let us sing in the choir. You know, I loved them. They used to pick me up on the weekends. I had a really good relationship with her. But after she said that, and I realized that she basically contributed to the environment of abuse that me and my mama had to deal with, I could no longer respect her. I could no longer be around her. I had to separate myself, and I have not spoken to her in 20 years. Bitches like you now are the women like her that really make it really hard for women to feel like they should speak up when they have been abused, and that is not okay. It's not. I 100% agree that Mel should get this nigga locked up and hopefully in the most and get the book thrown at his bald headed scoop bald head ass. Elmer Fudd head ass. But let's move on. Okay. So we are at some undisclosed location that Letitia is trying to claim that she owns. Like this shit in an Airbnb that she just brought the cameras to. So we see Destiny come through the door. Destiny and her got matching hairstyles. I was like, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Destiny, Destiny, Destiny. We meet again. We meet again, Des. Meet again. Now, those of y'all who don't know, I was not very fond of Destiny back when she was on the show like that, but I'm gonna give her a clean slate. It's been some time. She seems that she's been through some stuff. She seemed like she has some better energy this time around. I'm going to give her a clean slate. Okay. Now she lets us know that, she's been going through it, that she's out here still trying to make life happen for herself. Letitia tells us that the Airbnb that her and her husband have together, this is like the look of the house that they gonna get, meaning Letitia. Letitia, when is this fucking house ever coming? Letitia, it is 2024, Letitia. This shit started in 2018. It's been 5 years. It's going on 6. If you ain't came up with the motherfucking house yet, Letitia, maybe you should just buy one. Maybe you motherfuckers ain't meant to build a house. I'm so sick and tired of y'all talking about this fucking Holt, I don't know, Holt or Scott Manor. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. It's like nothing progresses on the show. It's like the same conversations from 8 years ago. I just can't. Just no progression. Just none. Just nothing. Oh, y'all are annoying. But anyway, she sits down. They have a sit down in front of the living room section that's right next to the dining room section, that's right next to the kitchen, that's right next to the fucking bathroom. I was like, is this a 1-bedroom apartment or a studio? I was like, what is this? What are we looking at? And I was like, this fucking house is ugly. This whole setup is ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like usually I love all black, y'all, but I think all of that shit that was decorated in there was ugly as a bitch. Let me tell y'all something. Black and gold is not cute. Inside of the house, black and gold is not it. If you really want your house to look savvy and look like it's giving, Miami or LA, it needs to be black and silver. But you country bumpkin ass niggas don't know that. So I can't even hold it against you. But I'm gonna let you know it's black and silver, not black and gold. I can't stand these people, y'all. I really can't. I really can't. I can't stand none of these people. But let's continue. So she goes in to say, like, so I heard that, Sonny and you were friends, and somehow now she is like married to your ex. And Destiny tells us that she was single black female. And I was a single white female, single black female, whichever female she was that was single, she would like whatever that was, Sonny was that hoe. Okay. So she says that her and Sonny had started off as her being her producer, and they ended up becoming friends. And she really opened up to Sonny about a lot of shit. Excuse me. She says that, Sonny presented herself as somebody that she could trust. But somehow over the time that her and Moses broke up, she didn't hear from Sonny for a while after she got kicked off the show, probably. She says that she ended up getting a message from Sonny, right? She said that in the midst of their friendship, Sonny had told her that Moses was her cousin. Girl, anytime a woman tells you that they cousins with your man, you need to punch that bitch in the forehead. To be fair, any nigga coming up to me telling me that them and my man are cousins, boop, boop, that easy. Black eye. And if your ass if y'all ass is cousins, I ain't gonna black eye my man, but I will let you off the leash and send you about your way and roam into the streets like you've been trying to do. Since we got so many motherfucking cousins, since we the Beverly Hillbillies in this bitch, right? So, like I was saying, so she tells us that she ends up getting a message from Sonny saying, you know what? I hate to have to tell you like this. Hold on, wait. Woman to woman. Hey, Barbara. This is Shirley. And I know that man that you were with for all of those years, that you were not showing him on camera, that man is mine. From the food he eats, to the water he drinks, to the clothes he wears, I buy. Now, you might want to come out of a bag on me, Destiny, but I hate to tell you that man is mine. And I love him with my whole heart, and I do anything for him. That man is just in my bed right now, and we married. And I'm sorry to inform you, and I know we were friends, and I did tell you he was my cousin, but I honestly was not expecting you to be such of a dumb bitch, Shirley. But I want to wish you well on your journey and tell you that I'll be fucking this man tonight on our honeymoon. You be blessed now and find your own man that's not one of my cousins.
shit. Oh, child. Oh, girl, that was funny. I'm sorry, but needless to say, I'm sorry for Destiny. Like that is not funny. It's not. It's very hurtful, and I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. I do. I really do. I really do. Destiny has the propensity for lying, but I'm a hush and let this thing with Sunny play out. Based on Sunny forehead, I think that God is striking that hairline back every inch and like every year that she stays with Moses. Son, I remember the first photo I seen of Sunny as she was a producer. I don't recall her hairline being at the middle of her fucking skull like that. God has been pushing that shit back and far back as like as you gonna pay with every hair follicle for what you did to Destiny. You deserve punishment for what you did to Candy. But let's continue, child. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Okay. So we go into I'm gonna go back into the kitchen scene with Melody Cherie. Melody Cherie Rogers. Michael, go over there and check the door. Make sure they ain't gathering pitchforks out for me out there. Cause I fucked around and called her whole old name. I didn't mean to do it. Is it safe? Can I call her Melody Cherie? Can I do that? I just want to know. I ain't trying to offend nobody. I ain't trying to get blacklisted. I ain't trying to be on it. I ain't trying to be in the Love and Marriage Huntsville, group chat. I ain't trying to have nobody put no African witchcraft on me. I'm just trying to live my life and review this show. I promise. Okay. I'm sorry. I did not mean to call her that H word back at the beginning. I promise you I didn't. Please forgive me. Do not hurt me. I have a family that cares about me and a man that is ghetto as hell, and he watches a lot of Now That's TV, South Central baddies, and he will fight on my behalf. Okay? But back to what I was saying. So we're back in Melody's kitchen. She gets a call. Hold on. Let me do it. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going. She gets a call. Carlos King, is that you? Carlos King? Hey Melody, I was just calling because I saw that you were getting an arrest warrant placed for Martel's arrest, and I just wanted to make sure that when you come onto the show that you know that you're safe and it's a safe place. Y'all already know I hate Carlos King with every fiber of my being. I know if y'all been watching pop culture, y'all know that Kendrick Lamar has basically showed himself as one of the biggest haters of Drake, and he's been plotting on Drake's downfall for the last couple years. If there was anybody who was plotting for Carlos King's demise, is me. Like if God if God was to reveal a list of Carlos King, downfall plotters, is me. I cannot stand that. When I tell you that man, I have such disdain for Carlos King with every fiber of my being. I feel like he is such a disgusting swamp spirit of a fucking bitch. I hate that man. Y'all. Not personally, but as a personality that I see on my television and YouTube channel and damn YouTube and I just hate him. I hate him. I think he's a terrible fucking human being. I think he's the demon incarnate. I think he's a gay ass, hoe ass demon. Homeless. I feel like he's the embodiment of
of angry, vengeful homosexuality. I feel like if there was a homosexual demon, that would be Carlos King. I feel like he's the snake. I feel like Carlos King was a snake that told Eve to eat the apple from the forbidden tree of good and evil knowledge. I really think that he's that. When he said that it's a safe place, I was like, you bitch ass nigga. I was like, ain't shit about this safe. Give me a motherfucking break, ho. Oh, y'all. I can't stand that man. I can't stand it, man. I don't see how none of these women have swung on him yet. I really have. I don't understand it. I think Carlos King is the reincarnation of Lucifer. Honestly. But needless to say, we're gonna go back into the scene with Destiny and Letitia. Before I cover this next part, I just wanna make sure Black Titanic is not outside my door right now with recording me. But this is such an y'all. I have PTSD. Y'all have traumatized me. I am traumatized. I'm traumatized. I will never be the same. Okay. All right. They have a conversation about if they're going to Carlos King's, podcast event that Melody is going to be hosting with Carlos for the millimeters and Carlucifer. Carlucifer. Yes. We gonna start calling him Carlucifer King from this point on. Look, see when you come over here, I spark creativity out of y'all. See what I do? Now promise me y'all won't put it against me for what I'm about to say after we came up with this name, okay, y'all? For Carlucifer King. Okay. So Destiny and Letitia are asking each other, are they going to the location for the event? They say no because the millimeters are deranged, sick, old individuals who don't have anything better to do but try to tear people down and attack people. Now, y'all, what y'all won't do is gaslight me. What we won't do is act like there's not a bit of truth in that conversation. Okay? I just want to reiterate, I don't think all the millimeters are crazy, but some of y'all need some motherfucking help. No, Carlucifer King got 666 on his ass crack. Period. As soon as you say, like, he getting bent over and like they gotta open up the code of the demon to get in between them cheeks. That's what it is. It's on his ass crack. But back to what I was saying though. They have some truth to that, y'all. Like I will admit that I think Cara Morrell came up with Carlucifer. She did. Y'all, Cara Morrell is one of the funniest readers out here. She could probably she could probably come up with a whole bunch of shit. I don't know. Like they would have been a fool to go to that. Listen, and Carlos King wanted to set them up. Carlos King wanted to set them up too. But listen, y'all remember when Carol Morrell had called Marlena old ass Moesha? Y'all, that was the funniest shit I had ever heard in my life. She was like, Marlene looking like an old ass Moesha with them box braids. Oh shit! Like she is hilarious. She is hilarious. I love Cara Morrell. I have not seen. I know her channel is doing very well, y'all. Much love to Cara Morrell. I'm very happy for her and so many others that are doing so well. It's all love and stuff like that over here.
No, it was Say T from 803 that came up with that name. See, I thought that we had came up with something, on our own. So y'all telling me y'all taking shit from other people and bringing it over here and trying to act like we made it up. So then when I say I gonna take, I take responsibility for it, I'm gonna end up in some shit. No, don't do that. See, like, let's make our own shit up over here. I ain't trying to take nobody else's nickname that they gave somebody else. That's fucked up. They get all that credit. I don't know who made it, but Jeremy didn't. I did not make Carlucifer King. Okay? I just want to reiterate. I did not do that. Okay? But back to what I was saying. Now, some of y'all could be crazy as a motherfucker, as a Betsy bug. Okay? Crazy as a Betsy bug. When it comes to the way that y'all cover this show and the people on it. I remember back when I was covering it, I had to say, I was like, okay, y'all, I think that this is getting a little bit more deeper than what it should be. Now, it's a difference between me roasting, and sorry, give me a second. I think it's a difference between me roasting and us, trying to unite to pop up at their residence. I was like, that's not, I just do a cute read and I'll go about my way. I'm only 29. I was 28, 27 at the times. But like, I was like, I'm in my 20s. I'm going to the club. I'm out here going to the gym. I'm out here going with my friends. I ain't got time for none of that. I have a life. Not saying that some of y'all don't, but I'm just saying, I think like y'all do make it put a bad taste in people's mouth when it comes to, Melody Cherie fans. Melody Cherie fans, I think that sometimes it could be a little bit, y'all put bad taste in people's mouth. Okay, so I 100% understood. It sound like Letitia was talking about her old miserable mama, Wanda, and Butterfly. Who the hell is Butterfly? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Butterfly? Who the fuck is Butterfly? Destiny is flabbergasted that Sonny did her dirty and married Moses, but is dumbfounded with why Melody stopped fooling with her. Y'all, we're going to leave that conversation for another day. We're going to skip forward to the next scene. Y'all, we are at the fucking prom. Or whatever the fuck Carlos King wanted to call this fucking fucked up podcast. He was like, oh my God, Melody, if you feel like I'm talking about anything that you don't want to talk about, Melody, you could tell me at any point. Melody's like, you already know, because at the end of the day, you already know what I do. If I don't want to answer a question, I just won't answer it. One thing I applaud Melody for is being nice, nasty with Carlos King. I don't think that Melody trusts Carlos King, far as she could throw that bitch. And I don't think that, Melody feel like she could throw him far at all. But she's business savvy, so she knows she has to, play the game. But I don't think Melody liked that man at all. And I think if this show ever got canceled, she would never talk to Carlos King again unless it was about, producing another show. But as far as calling up Carlos King to tit for tat and chat, is not giving none of that. Okay. But listen, he goes to Miss Van and Melody and say, so I just want to tell y'all it's gonna be giving good energy. It's safe, and you feel like you don't want to answer any questions, you don't have to answer them. Melody was like, bitch, I know, because I'm a grown ass fucking woman with my own kids doing it on my own. I know I don't have to answer no motherfucking question I don't want to answer. Carlos King, bitch. I know I just added a lot of that in there myself, but I feel like in between the lines, that's what Melody Cherie was saying. Put a one in the chat if y'all agree with me. Okay. Let me make sure I'm seeing all y'all comments. Okay.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm not seeing all y'all comments, child. I'm not. But oh yeah. Then yes, please wait. Hold on. Feisty, yes, making sure Feisty has a wrench, making sure Monique has a wrench, making sure I want to make sure somebody else has a wrench. Is my baby still in here? He's like he commented too, but want to make sure. Okay. I think everybody got a wrench that need a wrench. I don't know. I don't know the rest of y'all too well. Okay. So I don't be giving wrenches like that. But I'm gonna continue. So they go outside. He tells Melody, so Melody, I remember that you said that you never went to a prom. Melody was like, I remember I told you that. She was like, he was like, I have a tiara for you because me and you are gonna be the homecoming king and queen. Prom king or queen, whatever the fuck you want to call. I didn't go to my prom either. I did not go to my prom. I was too broke at the time. I was raised in the projects, to be fair. So I didn't have that. My auntie did not have no money to buy anything for me to go to the prom. Man, she could barely afford to get my hair cut. So I stayed my ass at home. But I was fine because I went to a majority white school because I went to a magnet or what you want to call a STEM school anyway. So I didn't fuck with none of those bitches at all, period. So I was fine. But, like I said, so he puts on a tiara on her fucking head. I was like, I really hate Carlos King, y'all. I hate this man with every fiber of my being. I be like, if anybody wanted Carlos King to stub his toe on the bed frame, it's me. It's me. If it's like God had to pull out a pamphlet of people who was hoping that Carlos King would stub his toe on the bed rail, it's me. Definitely me. Cause I just think he is just so fucking despicable. So he basically lets us know that, he did not see this coming back. He decided to speak about the whole thing with Martel basically being arrested. And what does she feel about people saying, well, you shouldn't be locking this black man up? And I was like, I really wish that y'all would stop saying this. And I really hate how much of a pick me, fuck. See, Carlos King is a type to fuck. Carlos King is a type of homosexual man to fuck y'all man behind y'all back. He the type of gay friend that you should never want. He will give you bad advice, tell you to stay with a man regardless, and then he will try to make it seem like him and the man can, identify man to man and go out for drinks and stuff like that. Get your man drunk, get your man over to his house and fuck your man. And convince you to stay with him afterwards. Like oof. Whew. I just let me cool myself off. I hate you, Carlos. I really do. I don't see how other people like you. I really don't. I really don't see it. I don't get it. I don't. I be trying to understand why people like Carlos, but I can't figure it out. Like Carlos King is one of the most bitch ass people I see on reality television. Like Carlos King, I just want to say this. When are you gonna realize it through your motherfucking thick ass forehead that we don't want to see you? The only reason that you be having clout is because you attach yourself. This is my friend, because I love you so much. And you're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. That's the only reason that people listen to any of the shit that you be saying. You are not a good person. You are the P. Diddy of reality television. If you don't want your executive producer dancing all in the scenes, shucking and jiving in the music videos, to come on over to VH1 and Bravo. Fuck on. That's what it's really giving. He's the P. Diddy of this shit, to be fair. I think that's I think that's what it was. But what Melody said was so important. She said that she had missed so many signs that this man was a narcissist, and she said that she hates the fact that she feels that she wishes that she had her children with another man. and that she decided to take her safety and her well-being seriously and move forward with pressing charges against Martel for what he did. And she advises all of the women to do that same thing. And this is why I have so much respect for Melody. Although I do feel like Melody has, like, things about herself, she could be nice, nasty, and kind of rude sometimes to people. For the most part, I've always liked Melody. I just call everybody out equally. Y'all are the one. The millimeters are the ones who made me, who really put a bad taste in my mouth. But her herself, I don't think that she's done anything necessarily that gave a huge disdain of feelings for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, I think that Melody is taking it so seriously and really making it a point to be an example for how you should carry yourself in the face of adversity when you have pick-me's, male identified women, misogynistic, dogmatic frames of thought bombarding you with their negative ignorant ass, opinions about what you should do with the safety about yourself. But she said, she believe in God's timing. So she waited for the right time to press charges. She waited for the right time to do all of the things that she did. She had to collect all of the evidence, make sure that it was there for everybody to see that needed to see it, that was in the justice system. And she went forward to do the things that she needed to do. Carlos King is like, okay, Melody. Yeah, that's amazing, Melody. You could just see Carlos King seething because he does not like Melody, y'all. He he every single time he says that he loves Melody, he has a knife in the back of his hand and like behind his back, ready to stab that woman at any moment. I do not like this man. I don't want Melody talking to this man. And I don't know Melody like that, but I don't want you talking to him. Stay away from that bitch. Stay away from Carlos. Please. I beg of you. My God. And it's so I couldn't be Melody, y'all. I really could not. And the fact that this woman just got done talking about this domestic violence, domestic abuse that she was dealing with by, threats of revenge porn, for you to therefore take this into a whole nother realm of messiness, you a dumb bitch, Carlos. So he decides to say, so in the, if you've been reading in the blogs, one of our producers has basically, married Destiny's man, and, Sonny and Moses, come on out. Carlos King, you ain't shit, and you ain't never been shit. You ain't shit. Your mama didn't raise you to be shit. Your daddy didn't raise you to be shit. You have been a bitch all your life. Okay, Carlos, I just want you to know that. Been a bitch all your life. Because you know that all of these people on this fucking show already feel some type of way against Melody, right? So you gonna bring on this. So not only did you bring Destiny back onto the show, probably Melody didn't even know about that. But now you bring the woman and the man that that Destiny has issues with right now. Basically, her ex-friend and producer and her ex-man who have just married her old producer and friend onto the fucking stage with no warning to Melody, didn't say anything to Melody, didn't give it you while you was in the back of the fucking stage kissing Melody's ass with all those fake ass compliments. You could have told her that you was gonna do that. Since this was a joint event and this is your first guest. Oh my God. I despise this bitch, y'all. I do not like that man. I don't like anything that Carlos King stands for, just to be fair. Okay? I just want to reiterate that. I think Carlos King is a bitch. I think he's a pussy asshole. And for you to do that, It's really fucked up because now everybody on the show gonna think that Melody is trying to be messy and bring out people that Destiny is not cool with to be fucked up. Meanwhile, this bitch ain't, I mean, not this bitch, but like this woman ain't even thinking about Destiny. Shanny, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I wish I could click your comment to put it up, but like for some reason, I'm not able to get all of the comments, y'all. The last comment I see is from Shanda Walker at 9:29. Destiny is flabbergasted. The rest of y'all comments, I can't see them. I have my phone open on the live to see what y'all are saying because this software is not letting me. Okay, but let's continue. But that's what I was saying. But I can't recap every part. It's 9:43. I gotta go to bed, y'all. I've been on here for 2 hours. Okay. But like I was saying, he brought on Sonny and Moses. You know what, Sonny? You gonna reap what you sow. I'm gonna let your tab space bar forehead ass know that man ain't shit. And to be fair, I think he's probably more sexually attracted to Destiny than he is to you. You look like his auntie, to be fair. I ain't gonna lie, Moses is fine as hell. I don't know if I don't care. I know that it's fucked up, but Moses is fine. I don't care what none of y'all gotta say. That man fine. Fine ass man. I was like, he bearded, he chocolate, he muscular. That beard look all fluffed out and shit. His beard goes for me. I was like, he got a nice haircut. He look like he smelled good. Like he smelled like cocoa butter and like, bergamot. I was like, the reason that he's with you and not Destiny is because Destiny wouldn't bring him on the show. This is letting me know that Destiny probably lied again when she was on the show, saying that Moses don't want to be on the show yet. Moses couldn't wait to get on this motherfucking show. It's no reason that he got with the producer and now he on the show, but when he was with you, he was not running to be on the show. See, you don't want to bring him onto the show. Right? You just wanted to stir up bullshit between Martel and Melody, but you wanted to bring your own relationship on. But now that man left you and got with a woman who's desperate enough to bring him onto the show, he gonna now be on every fucking scene that he can get. To be fair, and I'm gonna let you know, Sonny, he don't love you. He love them cameras. I can already tell based on your weave in your forehead to weave ratio that man is not really feeling it. He's just trying to get as much out of this relationship as he can, and he gonna be cheating on you shortly. You gonna be hurting. See, the way that you get him is the way that you lose him. See, you think that shit that you doing is cute, but it's really not. See, when you fuck around, you gonna have to find out. That nigga gonna hurt Sonny feelings. He's an opportunist. Yes, he is. He is an opportunist. He is an opportunist, y'all. I would love to see Dr. Rogers and Candy to calibrate. Moses has an ex-wife. Carlos King despises Melody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to y'all. Also, y'all, can I ask y'all a question? Have y'all subscribed to this channel? Did all y'all subscribe to this channel? Because I'm gonna let you know, y'all ain't gonna know when I'm going live unless you subscribe. I will hope that you don't come over here and just watching my stuff and not subscribing. Okay, I need that. I need these likes and I need to get into the algorithm. I ain't got time to play with y'all. Okay. All right, but that was the end of the episode. Melody basically gets up, greets them, like a hostess who's hosting this wood. She's not gonna be rude to them because she doesn't know them personally, and they did get married, and she ain't really cool with Destiny like that. But Carlos King, you an old messy bitch. You deserve a ad. I ain't gonna say that because you flagged one of my videos for violence and got my channel striked. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, gonna leave it alone. Oh, now it wants to update me on y'all on all y'all messages as the video is ending, y'all. But listen, That's the end of this episode. I had a really good time. I really appreciate all of y'all for, not subscribing because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all didn't subscribe. I'm pretty sure only about 6 out of the 166 of y'all who are watching this is going to be subscribed to my channel. I'm at 6,713 subscribers currently. I promise you I'm going to probably be at 6,719 after this. Cuz that's just how y'all do. That's just how y'all is. Okay? But listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this. And if y'all want to watch this over, and it may be a lot, I'm going to split this up and upload it as individual reviews, because sometimes y'all like to come back and run it back. Y'all don't have to run back a whole 2-hour live. I'll just cut these 2 segments up into 2 pre-records, and I'll upload them or premiere them tomorrow during work hours, so y'all can have something to watch as y'all going to work and stuff like that. Okay. I love every single one of y'all. I want y'all to know, most importantly, I want y'all to love yourselves. I love you if nobody ever told y'all today. And if y'all need a hug, here y'all go. All right. Ooh, thank y'all. I felt so much love from that. Thank y'all. But most importantly, I want y'all to learn and know how to love yourself. Loving yourself is something that is not easy to do. A lot of us have an issue with that, okay? When you don't love yourself, it can cause you to make so many different mistakes that you often would not make, if you didn't. It causes you to put grown ass black men who out here abusing black women's well-being above your own. It causes you to put on wigs that don't have closures. It's causing you to be out here with a fucked up son and a tricky eye and a liver consisting of malt liquor, Bud Light, and Marlboro shorts in a box. Marlene, talking to yo ass. Nell, I'm talking to yo ass. But anyway, I love every single one of y'all, and I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day, and I plan on doing the same. Okay, y'all? Peace. Be blessed and drink water. It's getting hard out here. All right? Bye.